manage your priorities, and stay organized with Priority Manager. Today, we're going to take the example of a meeting that we just had and see how Priority Manager helps us with that. So the first thing we do is take a look and see, well, who's that meeting for? And let's just say that we want to do a search, and we want to search for this company here, LMWS, and we want to do a meeting for Watertronics. We would just simply click here, and we'd say right over here where it says task name, we would just say, let's say status meeting on pumps. Whatever, doesn't matter. You can give it a unique ID if you like. And then here you answer the question, no, it's not. Now, if you're a consultant and you're billing for this, you might put in the month that you're going to bill, and then you leave this as billable. If not, you'd say no. That's all you need to do. Just hit save. Now you're going to go back, and that meeting's going to automatically pop up under your notes section. You can see it right there, Watertronics. So when you get ready for that meeting, you're just going to click on this meeting here, and you're going to start adding information. Now, something to notice here on this screen. Notice that the timer is running. If you want to pause the timer, you can. But do you see right here where it says minutes? It's going to automatically track all of your minutes down to the minute. It's going to also automatically calculate your cost. You can change your hourly rate here if you like. So let's say I only want to charge $100 for that meeting. And I want to pause the timer because I'm going to go grab a drink real quick. When I come back, I can just hit go. Or if I'm not ready for the meeting, let's say I'm just adding some notes in here. I've got several places to add those notes. I can add them here as public notes. I can set up actions, etc. So I can have my meeting, and then I can prepare for it beforehand, or I can come back. So let's just say that I'm preparing for it beforehand. I'm just going to say good. I put in my agenda notes, and I'm just going to wait until the meeting comes. Now it's time for the meeting, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on this, and I'm ready to do the meeting. Now, as I'm taking notes, I can do it in my public area, meaning that there's different reports that use public notes. What's next? Checkpoints and work notes. So let's say I'm going through this, and I just want to keep it as a meeting note, but there are tasks that come up while we're in the discussion. Well, we just click on this little button here, and we can continue to take our notes down here and create a task on the fly there if we like. So that's an option. Then we hit save, and it automatically creates a task for us. Or we can just continue working through this meeting, and when we're done with the meeting, some action items come out. We're going to maybe put a priority on there, and we're going to set a new date for those actions. When am I going to follow up? Let's just say I'm going to do that on Monday, and I'm going to convert this from a task, from a note to a task. Notice here, task, yes or no? Yes, it's a no. And follow-up date, good. We started it today. We worked on it today. If we want to have it due, we can do that as well. We can also, during the meeting, if we had to, add attachments, or we can add attachments here as well, whatever works easiest for you. You can also, as you're in the meeting, you can ask a question related to the meeting. So if I want to ask a question related to the meeting here, I would just pop in to the email here, type in an email address, type in my responses, and hit the send button. What that will do is it will automatically capture the name of this meeting, put it in an email message from you, and send it to somebody else for action. The nice thing about that is when the email comes back to you, it's going to have the ID number and the ID of the task, so that you can go ahead and update the information as needed inside of your notes. So let's say I'm done here. My task is done. I'm just going to hit Save All Changes. Now remember, if you hit here, you're going to lose the changes. But sometimes we just need to go check something, so we can do that. And then we're going to hit Save. As soon as we hit Save, here you're going to see that the note no longer exists here, but it does exist somewhere inside of all of these tasks. So how do we find that? Well, we could just do a search for that name And there's that status meeting right there, scheduled for, let me see here, follow-up is on the 11th. So we could change the follow-up here to the 13th if we wanted to, and hit save here. Okay. Then we could also, if we wanted to take a look at this data, we could go back here to our time and calc. We could look for all jobs related to LMWS, and we can see all of them, all the tasks. And you can see here, there'll be one for the meeting notes right there, status meeting on pumps. So we could say, hey, great, now we know that we need to take care of that task. We can extend it, change its priority, whatever it is that we'd like to do with that meeting.